You need to be adapt to any situation that comes to you, and keep put, stay put. The very fact that we have been able to survive 2020, I think that gives an immense motivation and boosting to all of us, that if we would have done that, then we can actually do anything that comes to our mind, and nothing is impossible.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of the People Hum interview series. This is your host, Vanessa at Leaders Hum. People Hum is an end to end, one view integrated human capital management automation platform, the winner of the 2019 Global Cody Award for HCM, that is specifically built for crafted employee experiences and the future of work. We run the People Hum blog and the video channel, which receives upwards of 200,000 visitors a year and publish around 2 interviews with well-known names globally every month. We have with us today Abhiroop Banerjee. As an entrepreneur and experienced HR professional with a keen interest in solving people issues for small and medium enterprises, Abhiroop has been working with over 200 small and medium enterprises, managing their HR strategies, implementing HR systems to help solve people issues. Abhiroop holds expertise in manpower planning and integrated talent management, with honed skills in recruitment along with other corporate HR-related functions. He has also been featured in ET Now, Red FM, India Times, and TOI as a budding entrepreneur, received the most promising HR startup by BCCNI. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, Abhiroop. Welcome to
Thank
People.
you. Thank you, Vanessa, and thank you. It's pleasure is all mine.
So, Abhiroop, to begin, can you tell us a little bit about your role as Chief HR Strategist at Grip Consultant?
Okay, so my role primarily is to help small and medium organizations to solve their people issues. That's what we say. When we talk about people issues, primarily organizations who doesn't have an HR or has an HR which is not that strong enough. So we work with those kind of organizations as a chief HR strategist and help them strategize their people function from the very base level to structuring their policies and etc. to high end, let's say doing competency mapping, structuring, talent management, talent engagement. So the entire gamut of HR, after the person joins till the person exists, that's what we actually do, and that's what is my role is also out here.
Okay, that is really interesting. So, you've also mentioned that you hold proficiency in assessing, recognizing, and nurturing creative potential of each resource. So, how do you suggest leaders go about it?
So the primary way of assessing internal resources is actually, I would say, build competencies. Because see, each job requires a certain level of competency. So when I talk about competency, means skills. So let's say if, it could be a leadership skill, it could be business acumen, it could be finance skills, it could be Excel, it could be teamwork, communication. Depending on each role doesn't need all kinds of proficiency. So what we do, we divide each of these job roles into various competencies, do an assessment. It could be an assessment center through a simulated program, and identify these particular people who are good at it. If there are any gaps, we also kind of work on those gaps so that they move on to the potential that they are expected to do.
Right. So, so if you scan the HR technology horizon, what do you think is missing as a feature or a functionality?
Now, see, if you look at from a technology perspective, so we have payroll softwares, we have, uh, you know, uh, we have success factors, which covers most of the things. Then we have HRMS platforms, we have performance management platforms. Now, there are solutions like from SAP, PeopleSoft, Talent Now. So they have this, you know, thing. But the problem is when it comes to implementation. Now, HR is a very evolving function. People don't understand that, but as business change, the HR systems processes change. Now, if I need to add a particular field, if I have to make a payment, or if I have to for, if it's very restrictive as far as the changes are concerned, then the technology doesn't work for HR. HR technology has to be very dynamic, which is not easy in a technology perspective. I understand, because it always goes through systems, so it always goes to a version change. So HR documentation itself goes through a numerous version changes. So now imagine that software. But yes, software has its own limitations. But if we get something which is easy to change, easy to administer, and easy to create small changes, that makes the technology much more convenient for HR professionals.
Yeah, that is so true. HR has really evolved so much. It's so different from what it was even 2 years.
Right, right. So even in payroll, there are. See, if you look at just if I look at just talk about payroll in India, with the advent of the wage code, with the advent of the new policies, now with work from home, people are clueless how they are going to manage work from home salaries, how they will, whether they will bill hourly. Now, if I want to, let's say, create a gig economy, right, an organization where I just want to hire freelancers, I don't think neither we have an HR system to do that, neither we have a technology which can. So there would be job related softwares, but there is no HR focused on you know how to manage freelance payroll. So it's a huge evolved, and I'm sure we will get. I mean, there are a lot of startups already working. I'm sure we'll get some solutions in
Yeah.
time to come.
Yeah, and the pandemic has definitely accelerated the need to.
Right, 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 right.
You've also coached senior management, and it often so happens that when years of industry experience has gone into building leaders, it can get difficult to shift mindsets. So, would you say there are certain things to keep in mind for coaching senior professionals?
Yeah, first thing, as you said, is the change. For the kind of organizations that I work with, it starts from the top, the MD or the chairman. Now, what happens? There's always this fight between the chairman and the employees. Is that the chairman thinks that I am right and my people are not working, and the people thinks the chairman is the bottleneck. You know, so somewhere we need to build in this gap so that they also accept change. Now, when I talk about accept changes, to first start with themselves, and then it's a top-down approach. So when I talk about delegation should come from top and to the rest, and you have to let go of the power that you have. But having coached various senior professionals, I would say that yes, learning is something which is always ignored in a certain category of organizations. But if they start building a good capability development centers for their people, as somebody said, there's this joke that goes on that the CFO asked the CEO that, why do you want to train your people? They will anyway leave you in 3 months, okay, or 6 months time once you get them trained. And the CEO replies back, what happens if I don't train them and if they stay for more than 6 months? So they are more difficult to manage if I don't train them and they become obsolete over a period of time. So yes, for senior leadership teams, I would definitely want them to be more pro talent, pro learning, and continuous improvement, and accept change.
Yeah, it's very true. So, Abhirup, since we are to the end of our interview, do you have any sound bites that you'd like to leave our audience with?
Uh, I don't know what kind of audience will watch, but the only advice after 10 months of pandemic I can give is live the day as it comes. Like I'm giving this interview now in a car, so you need to be adaptable, acceptable. You need to be adapt to any situation that comes to you, and keep put, stay put. The very fact that we have been able to survive 2020, I think that gives an immense motivation and boosting to all of us, that if we would have done that, then we can actually do anything that comes to our mind, and nothing is impossible.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Abhirup. It was a great conversation. Thank you for taking the
Same
time
here.
and
Thank
taking
you
the
so much.
from your
Thank you,
time.
Vanessa. Thank you so much. Most welcome.